Hey guys, welcome back. Another fun day here. Is it considered a service call if I'm working on my own crap? We got the service truck running. It's kind of a nicer day today. It's almost 40. A lot of the snow and ice is melted. So I hooked Old Blue up to the big equipment trailer, drug that up here by the house, and we're going to take the service truck out back and see if we can assess how bad the damage to the excavator really is. Like I touched on last week in the video when I discovered that the mice ate it, you know, it's pretty heart-wrenching to me, right? Because I poured all my savings out to buy this piece of equipment to try to better myself and my situation and different things that I do, like, you know, being an entrepreneur on my own. And, you know, I have a brand new machine that just got destroyed by the mice. So hopefully now, you know, with it being warmer, we can get the last little bit of the mouse nest out of there since it's not frozen. I bought this little nylon scrub brush here so we could take a bottle of soapy water back there and I could try to like scrub everything down while we're taking it apart. I think we got to pull the floor panel out. So we're going to get the service truck back there, do a little bit more vacuuming and investigating today. I don't know how far we're going to get. Today's kind of like a discovery day. I do think I'm going to have to try to order some pins. I want to try to repair the harness opposed to replacing it, because if I replace it, then we have to take the whole cab out of the truck, or out of the excavator. I don't think the harness is really that expensive. I did some poking around online. I can't find my parts manual, although I'm not 100% sure the machine came with one. But from what I've seen online, I think that harness, worst case scenario, is like $200 to $300. It just wraps around to everything in the cab, so it has to come apart pretty far to service it. So repair would be our best bet. Some of the wires I do know already are cut like right at the connector, so we're gonna have to try to find pins and kind of see where that leads us. But I got the service truck running outside. We're gonna go out back and kind of assess the situation. All right guys, so this is kind of the mess that we have going on. As you can see, they were into the green stuff we threw in here, and they started to rebuild the nest a little bit down yonder. I had most of that cleaned out actually to the carpet, so they were in there, but it's just gross. Like, we got corroded wires, cut wires, bare wires. You know, we're gonna have to get in here and vacuum a little bit and scrub a dub. Like I touched on the video, I'm hoping it's just P, but one of the pilot control lines that runs around the back side in here looks a little wet. So hopefully once we get this floor panel out, we can get underneath and try to get some of this stuff out a little better. I don't know what else to do. You know, it's kind of, it sucks, you know. So let's see what we can make happen. Get the scrub brush, water bottle, vacuum, and I'll make some noise for you guys. We'll probably vacuum all the dirt out too, I guess, while we're here. Well, I guess that's it for that one little battery. So I will throw 8 in there. Yeehaw! Oh. Still just devastated over this. I don't even really know how any of this comes out. I guess those screws hold it down there, those bolts, huh? Yeah. Harness comes over there. That stuff don't look too bad. I guess on the bright side, at least we're getting a cleaning. Impact. Hardware out. I don't even know if this is going to open anything up for us, but I figured it's worth a try or a look, you know. Guess I could take my hook off, get that out of the way for the time being. I really like to know how this panel door comes off, but I think it's all on the back side or part of this tub assembly, you know, like the screw here. That's been sitting there ever since I bought the machine, and I have no idea where it goes, so we left it. I'm sure it's something up in the console in here probably. Get a magnet. I got a magnet tray, I think. Yeah, I got a big one. Well, I just used the little bin. Well, that didn't really open anything up like I thought it would. I thought like there'd be a lip under here, but you see our swing gear box and the little hydraulic swivel and all the other goodies we got in here. There's our valve bank. Nice. So that did, I guess, absolutely nothing for us. That's cool. Well, we got a pre-cut zip tie in here. That's nice. But you can see all the holes. I guess this is where all the critters was coming up. Man. Well, that sucks. No idea how this comes apart here at all. It has to be part of this upper console tray. That sucks. But on the bright side, it does look like we have plenty of slack in our harness to do this repair. So I'm gonna get some gloves and we'll start feeling. Oh, can! Look, that one says can. I hope that one's not chewed. Hopefully it's just that one wire that's broken. It's just the shielding on these other ones, so we could just do splices. The power wire's all corroded from the pee. Wow. It's not good. Oh, sweet. Well, at least it looks like a standardized pen. What else is in here? Oh, some power wires. Some more power wires. Well, if this is all the damage that's been isolated, that's not the end of the world, I guess. Everything else looks pretty good so far. Thankfully. I mean, there's some poo on some things, you know, because the nest was this whole box. And it's just upsetting still. Get that push tab off there. Maybe I'll just cut that tie. What do we got in here for nippers? Okay, it's another standardized connector, so this don't look too bad. So what is holding all this junk down? We got some wires over here to this distribution. So we'll do a little more vacuuming. Okay, that should be enough vacuuming for right now. It looks like I could leave this power distribution together, just pull the screws out, and then I'd be able to flop this harness over a little more, right? Because these lines will come with it. So let's get a number 1 Phillips. That's number 2. That's a big one. Maybe I don't have. Oh yeah, I do. Found it. Okay, so it doesn't want to grab that one. I'm really curious just to see how many wires are broke, because if we have more than one wire that's completely chewed with the lack of identification, I'm gonna have to go to the dealer and get a schematic of sorts. Let's see. Take all these things over there. It's just hard. You know, I'm still kind of in awe. Like, I can't believe this happened. And I should know better, you know. I've had mice in the trucks, but nothing like this. Ice is brutal, guys. Okay, so all this should come out of here now. Just not very flexy. Once we get this out, we should be able to pull these harnesses up and out. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Perfect. More vacuuming. So, it looks like just one wire's cut, because that's a blank. So that cut wire would be this one. Okay, well, we can get down with that. We'll just do a couple splices. Okay, alright, so that's not too terrible. Do some splices there. Got some splices up here. Have to untape this, I guess. Feels like there's another connector in here. Let me go get some towels and we'll do a little scrubbing. Oh, no, that's just a piece of thread off the harness tape. Okay. We'll be able to see what we have to work with. I'm glad that so far it just seems that this is where it's isolated to, so maybe we could work with that. You know, it's manageable. Oh, there's another big chunk in here. Look at this. Oh, man. Just devastating. But I guess it could be worse, you know. It could have shorted out and burnt the machine to the ground. So that stuff's pretty clean. I think I gotta, you know what, I don't have any water. Oh yeah, I do. Rinse it off with some water. There we go. Most of that stuff goes outside anyways. Okay, well, good. That's really not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So you just need a couple pins, do a couple splices with some heat shrink connectors, and we'll be back in here. You know, if it looks like it's chewed, I'm not leaving it. You know, I don't know if this green is just, if it's corrosion. It has to be corrosion. Or if that was, you know, stuff from the insulation. You know, but look at all this junk. We're gonna have to cut some of this back. I'll have to get some harness tape. I seen that Honda has like rodent repellent tape, so like if they start chewing on the tape, it has like cayenne pepper or something in it, and they're supposed to, you know, it's supposed to be used as like a deterrent. But, well, that's not really as bad as I thought it would be. That one wire that's cut has to be something important, because the machine was totally dead. Unless it blew some fuses, which I guess we can check too. Hopefully this is just what it's isolated to. You know, I can't see up in this corner and up in the corner of the cab, but you know, the mouse house was right here in the center, so I'm gonna say that that's gonna be what it is. There's oh, there's all my fuse numbers and designations. Well, we can look at that later. So right now we just gotta try to find these pins. I know I can go to a local place and get these big ones. These connectors are actually really easy to assemble. I'm probably gonna have to take this out as a sample. I know this is a standardized connector, I don't remember what it's called. I could probably search that number on there and it'll tell me. But just wow, a little bit of Mices. So guess I can grab a razor blade and we'll start opening up this harness a little bit. Starting to go? Yeah. There we go. There's our broken wire, so I'll have to get that out of there. Okay, cool. That should be far enough. There's still a little poopy in there. Get all that stuff out. That's cool. I just poked myself with the razor. Hazards of the job. And how my luck goes, usually. Alright. So that should be back far enough where I can cut all this out and still get a splice on it. That black one looks untouched. Okay, well this is looking better. That other white one looks untouched. Just a little staining. Okay. I mean, maybe I'll just take this big tape ball off, because this will open up a lot. Oh yeah, look, I got stuff in there too. Wow. Okay. Oh, those are terminated ends. So that has to be for some kind of option. Unless they're jumpers, they could be jumpers also. So that just opened up a bunch of room. Got some more poop. Scrub all that stuff. This stuff, a little rinse, and oh, that should be good. Man, still what a kick in the schwanz, guys. I know you just gotta fix it and be done, but. Alright, so we got all of our damages. These were just taped up in there. I have no idea what this stuff is. Just terminated ends, I'm assuming. Probably for an option or some of the other buttons that don't currently do nothing, like another set of auxiliaries maybe. I don't know how they get that out of this little machine. Small engine and one pump. Man. Okay. Well, we can make a list and start hashing it out. There's just still a bunch of stuff in here. Spread the harness all out. I mean, I guess we could spray and scrub some more. Have to get another dry towel. You know, it's crazy too, because it was only a couple weeks since we used this last, and if I didn't come out to use that, you know, try to take that rear end out of the pickup truck, I wouldn't have known this happened. And you know, for the timing, you know, weather's starting to get nice. I want to get the mower up in the garage so we can modify the mount and we can get ready to mow. You know, we got to add another return line, case drain, that's what it's called. Got to add a case drain. And I was looking at doing potentially getting a stump grinder attachment so we could do the hard to reach stumps that the little grinder can't get to, you know. If you got something on a bank or a hill, you know, we could traverse it with the excavator a little bit and reach out there, you know. We got, I think 16 feet of reach laid out. So that should be pretty decent. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. This machine's really top heavy. I'm happy with it for the price and what you get. It's a very strong machine. You know, at the time that I bought it, you know, these prices on these Sanys are starting to increase now. You know, like everything is, right? But at the time I bought this with the whole setup, I got brand new excavator. It's a 5-year, 5,000 hour warranty. It had one of the best capacities for weight all the way out. I got a quick coupler, the thumb, 18-inch, 24-inch dig bucket, 36-inch cleanup bucket. I was all in for, I don't know, like $52,000. Now you can't even touch this closed cab machine with no attachments and no, you know, no bucket. So it's just a bare stick. Closed cab machine is like $54,000. So I feel pretty good about that. The new ones are coming out with some neat features, you know, because they do have a splitter up front for dual aux. I think new for this year, they're optioning it with the angle blade. They have float on the blade now, which, I mean, if you know how to use it, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, I don't know what to do. You know, this machine's less than 100 hours. I used it for some big projects here around the house. I've done a handful of jobs with it, although, you know, my priority or my primary means for getting the excavator hasn't been to dig. You know, I wanted to mow with it, so I could offer pond mowing, ditch line mowing, fence line mowing, and just kind of go to the brush and the stump removal, you know. That flail mower says it'll handle material up to 4-inch. You know, I find that kind of hard to believe, but we'll see. I just don't know how the machine's going to do, you know, prioritizing all the flow to the aux, and then you try to do a function and the mower stops. So we'll have to play with that when the time comes. But I took some measurements off my buddy's Bobcat yesterday. It's a little smaller machine than this. And I wanted to compare size-wise, because that's similar weight within like 500 or 600 pounds. Although his boom and everything's a lot smaller. So I don't know. I'll have to get in the terminal supply catalog and get some pins ordered, but this isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We only got one wire that's actually cut to figure out where it goes, so I'll have to buy some wire. We'll get some insulated butt connectors and get all this stuff repaired. You know, it'll be nice if I can get new pins, because then I can only have to have one splice opposed to, you know, 2 splices cutting all the bad stuff out. And then, you know, some of these, like these little nibbles, I could probably get away with just putting heat shrink on it, but I don't want to have a problem later on. So we're going to cut everything that's chewed out and start fresh. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 wires on this big bulkhead, so that's not too bad. Looks like 5 actually, and then we got the 2 over here. So hopefully this is straightforward. I guess I'll get back with you guys after I get some terminals and we start actually making the repair, and we can put all this back together. But for now, I'm gonna finish vacuuming all this stuff out under the mats here and get this stuff wrapped up. Hopefully to deter the little critters. And I'll be back with you guys in a few days after I get these pins. So, well guys, we're back out here. Unfortunately, I gotta kind of rig it back together. So I started to locate some of the pins. I got the pins for the Deutsch connector. Those are ordered and coming. I'm having a hard time identifying the other connector. But we had a call come in and I need to use the excavator. So for the time being, I'm just gonna heat shrink what's there so the bare wires aren't exposed. I'm gonna put a splice on that one that's cut, and then we'll have to come back later and fix it the correct way when the rest of the parts come in. But I can't be passing up these jobs. You know, I gotta make money too. Well, hopefully this isn't gonna be too bad. So we'll clean this up, get a little more shielding off of it, and then just getting a butt connector for the time being. You know, but again, we got to do what we got to do, right? This machine needs to make money. We've had a pretty slow winter with the weather. So we're going to trim the tail down a little bit. Bam. There we go. So this is going to be the only splice. Everything else we're going to pull out and put heat shrink on. So it shouldn't be too terrible. We'll just like that. Man, that's gonna be a little short guy. So hopefully this isn't too bad. We can come back and fix it later. That looks bad though. You know what? We might end up addressing this a little more than I wanted to. But that's okay. That's okay. Maybe we'll put a splice in there too. What's going on here? Why don't you want to go in your home? I want you to go in your home. Oh, I'm putting it in upside down, that's why. It goes this way. Alright. So we have to shrink it before it goes in. Not a problem. And it's cold today. It was pretty nice yesterday when we started all this. Got a little teaser of the summer weather, you know. Or spring, I guess, you know. Going from single digits to 40s was awful nice. Set that out there so I don't melt nothing. And then bam, plugged in. Cool. Now we get to the heat shrink. Guess I could actually go get a real terminal tool, but that's fine. Okay. One of the scrap pieces long enough? Yeah. Again, guys, remember, this isn't a permanent fix. This is just a right now fix so we can use the machine. I guess I could have did this yesterday, but I wanted to, you know, do it once the right way. And now we're going to be doing it twice because we did it once the wrong way. But that's okay. Man, I'm getting a little shivery out here. Push some glue out. Plug her back in. Some little pieces on this one. I think that's the... There's just one more little one over here, and then that big one. Got this one. Gotta let that one cool for a second to push it back in. Oh, no, there we go. Got it. All right, so we just got this big guy now. And then this connector will be done. Got a hair in here. Come on, hair. Okay. I could almost just put that full piece on there. Back up. Oh no! I pulled the grommet off and I shrunk it. Oh, I have to go get another insert or another grommet. It's living in the heat shrink now. I have those in my other kit, so at least we can replace that. Alright, well, I'll be right back. I gotta go get a grommet. Got this little grommet. It's not quite the right size. It's a little oversized, but yeah, it's gonna have to make do because it's what I have on hand right now. We'll just shove it in there and hope for the best, I guess, for right now. So that'll get added to the list, right? See, connector clipped in, no intent. There we go. So now that's in. We can just try to walk this in a little bit, just to give some kind of protection. But it's like way too big for this connector body. I don't think it's gonna happen. But the tip is in there, right? So that's okay. So that one's done. This one's going to be kind of, I don't want to say pain in the butt, but same deal. Okay. Probably gotta go get a razor blade and I'll cut some of this shielding away so I can look at the wire. You know, this one's pretty bad. I actually might end up splicing this one. That was open. Where'd I throw my razor blade? Come on, baby. Alright, let's see what we got. That's not too terrible. It's not ideal. But that's okay. That was okay. And as simple as that. I feel like this one's going to be kind of screwed up. It looks like it. Come on. Go in your home. Bam. Locked. Okay. Those other two are good. So it's just this one. Oops. Oh yeah, we got broken wires and stuff in there. Look at that. That's not good. Okay. So this one's gonna end up being a splice, which means I gotta find wire. So we're just gonna snip it. Just going to snip it. We'll snip it back here and see what we can come up with. Let's try that. And that's good wire. Okay. So I gotta find a piece of wire. And then we'll get back into this one. I gotta go get some different connectors now. But you get the idea, right? So hopefully this works. We can go get this job done while I'm waiting for parts to come in. And then we'll reassess this later. I just gotta find a piece of wire. Shouldn't be too bad. I should have something like this in the garage, I think. So I'm gonna go do some digging and then we'll see if this starts. Hopefully. Alright guys, so here's what I came up with. This is the only piece of 10 gauge wire I had in the garage. So I'm gonna go ahead and shrink this connector. We'll stab this and then we'll see what we gotta do with length here. It's probably only gonna end up being like this long, but we'll get an idea. Alright guys, sorry about that. Camera died, so I had to switch cameras, but we got her all shrunk up. Might have to cut a little bit more away to get this, but I'm just going to try to strip it down here and get this connector on here. You know what, maybe we'll open it up just a little more. Oh, it's all taped and folded over. Oh, it runs off of there. I didn't even have to do the splice down there. I could have just, man. Look, the more you know. Well, I don't loop that all up. We still might do that though, because I got enough to. And that would get rid of a butt connector. Alright, so that mounts there. That might be tight. I don't know. Maybe we'll just leave it alone to make sure we have the length. I could have just connected it together. Well, we'll leave that one a little long, just in case. Don't want any mishaps. I'll try to shorten it and change the angle, and then I won't be able to plug it in or something stupid. But this is it. We should be able to put everything back in here now, and hopefully we got juice. We're probably gonna have to check the fuses in case something got shorted. I don't know. I mean, the battery in the machine could still be dead also. We also don't know if this is the extent of the damage. We're assuming this is the extent of the damage because this is what we could see, and this is where the mouse house was, right? Man. This is pretty ignorant. I'm getting the shakes and I don't even drink. Maybe that's telling me I should. Probably all the caffeine. Okay. Good. Good. We'll just leave that long. Get the lock back in. Look at that. Feed this back through. I'll move the mousey repellent for right now. I don't remember how this stuff went back in here. Oh, that was low. Okay. I have to smash all this stuff back in first. These were folded up way back in there. I don't know where the screw hole is. Come on, screw hole, where's you be? Oh, right there. So there's one. I don't even know if I could fat finger this good. Is that it? Nope. Did I miss it? I might have missed it. Alright, let's try to get this back under here. there. Kind of see it. It's just hard to hold it. There we go. I can get this snug and then start the other one because that was like way over there. I remember this one was on a funky angle. Oh, I guess that's the one that we had to do first. Oops. Got it. Okay, that's in. We got power. Oop. Get that in. And then this big bulbous bulk connector. Did I plug it in the right way? Yeah, I did. Okay. Just gotta make sure. Bam. That should be it. Go turn the battery switch on. Oh, moment of truth. Oh, we got wipers. We got our screen. And we have a running excavator. Oh, she's cold. Hydraulics. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna definitely leave these mouse bags in here. I really don't want to leave that in there because then they have food, right? That's cool. We gotta shut it off so we can close the compartment though. Shove that harness over. Yes. That's the hook for the bucket. On the coupler, there's a little eyelet you can grab stuff from. Bar. I think I had to sit like that. Awesome. Well, we have a working excavator again. Now I can go make some money. Awesome. I'm gonna go put this stuff away really quick and then we'll hop in and we'll play with it for a minute. Exciting is we'll be able to get the mower up to the garage so we can adjust the or modify the pinning plate. Once we do that, then we'll be able to use it. probably really, really loud for you guys. I apologize. This machine also, since it has such a little motor, it doesn't really do anything unless you give her all the beans, right? You gotta get the hydraulic flow up there. But we're not really playing. We're just moving the machine around now that we fixed that wiring. That fire extinguisher though, all kinds of noises. Here, and I got this pile from snow plowing, so we can smooth this out a little bit. And I'll smush some of this stuff down. Most of this still might be snow. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, that's all snow still. Well, that's nothing to worry about. I'll break it up so it melts. Okay. Well, it's pretty exciting. So it works. It's getting froggy in here. We can get set up to start running the mower as soon as the weather breaks. That's where the money is. We'll be stump grinding and mowing, hopefully. Start to get a little foggy in here. Makes me happy. We can go do a little digging, make a little bit of money, and then hopefully we'll, in the next couple weeks here too, we'll also get the dump truck all situated. So the truck mechanically is done. The dump box I bought for it was too narrow, so we had to widen it. So we just have to finish welding it all up and then get it mocked up on the truck. That was a long project. Buckets. Well, good. Thank you guys for joining in. I greatly appreciate it. We'll get this stuff all put back away, and hopefully I can make some money here in the next couple days, you know, when this job goes through. So I'm still gonna order the parts here so we can take care of this and fix it correctly, but right now we have a running, working excavator, and that's all that matters, at least for right now. So again, guys, thank you. I appreciate you joining in. Remember, kindness is free. It doesn't cost you anything to be a decent person and try to inspire somebody. And by making do with what you have to do to get out there and get the hustle, keep the hustle rolling, hopefully I inspired you. So thank you, guys. Enjoy your week.